go. Hello. Can you guys hear me? All right. That sounds better. Anyways, guys, you know what? First, I want to thank you guys for really being here and dedicating your time and investing your time to be here. And for me, you know, I'll be honest with you guys, the first time I seen this information about 7 months ago, I was a little bit skeptical because I've never done health before. Just because I've been given a lot of products in this industry before that never really work, you know. Sometimes they work, but I didn't like the taste, and you know, there's a lot of things like that. But you know, I was very intrigued just to support a friend. I came out just because my dad was diabetic, high blood pressure, and I said, you know, I'm always looking for something for him, just to be able to help him out. So with a long story short, guys, I mean, within about, I've been taking the product for about 5 months. I gave it to my dad, but within about the first week, my dad called me up and said, look, I don't know what's in this product, but it's actually stabilizes blood sugar and blood pressure. So we're not here to make claims, guys, but all I know is if you give your body the proper nutrition that it needs, it's able to fight back, right? And to me, I used to have back pain. That's why I became so really a believer and very passionate about Sozo, just because I've suffered from back pain for about 3 years. Just because I got into a midlife crisis, I think when I turned 40, I got into extreme sports, so not a good thing. You know, I had back pain for about 3 years, and once I took the products, I started to actually, within about 3 weeks, the pain started to go away. So I became an extreme believer for 5 months, and then after that, you know, as I saw the information, because really at the end of the day, you know, it's not about our story. You know, say I'm successful, and you know, Manny has an amazing story, and there's a lot of people in this room that are actually achieving great results in Sozo, but it's not about our story, guys. As you come here, it's about your story, right? So whenever you're looking at the information like this, really, what is it that you want in life? And then look at the information. Are you able to relate it? Like, can you achieve the things that you want in life in this vehicle? That's really what it's all about. So what I've been told by someone, you know, I've been very blessed to have met a lot of great mentors. They say, you know what? To live a really great life, right? You got to have 3 things in your life. They say, you know what? First, you got to be financially free. Right? So it's not money. Financial freedom is not really money. Financial freedom is having the ability to do the things you want. If you want to help people, if you're generous, then you'll be a lot more generous. If you want to, you know, if you want to buy nice things, then you could do that. If you want to put people to school, you could do that as well. So that's financial freedom, right? So that's a great thing. I'm sure we would all want that, right? People become doctors, become lawyers, become engineers, because that's what we want. That's a great thing to have. But my mentor always told me that, you know, it's not just about financial freedom, it's also about time freedom. Because he said there's a lot of people in the world today that make a lot of money, but they don't have the time to spend time with their families and their loved ones. So what's the point of that? So you also want that. That's very, very important. But the last thing that he told me was that really hit me was actually you want to be able to build something today so you could give it to your children. Right? So that made sense to me. So because of those things, I looked at that. I was an engineer for about 6 years. And I actually left engineering just because I wasn't able to achieve those 3 things. As an engineer, I made great money, but I didn't have time freedom. And definitely, after I'm retired from engineering, I'm not going to be able to give that to my kids. So I saw this information for the first time, you guys, and you know, there's a lot of things that I wanted to do: retire my parents, travel around the world, have free time, have a lot of money to help people. You know, as I saw the information, it really made sense to me, and I fell in love with the industry. The industry, to me, you know, I was one of those guys that just kind of really got it. Somebody in the front said, "Are you paid what you're worth?" And I said, "Sign me up." Yes. Right? Just because I knew I wasn't paid what I was worth. I was working twice as hard as my bosses and people that had more superiors than me at work, and they were making a lot more money than me. And I came to this industry. They said, if you work hard here, if you have the heart to help people, you could achieve whatever you want to achieve. You could, if you want to travel around the world, you could do that. And you know, I've been blessed to have done that, you guys. Right? We've seen the world because of this industry. We've had time freedom. We've had financial freedom. We've been able to help the people that we want to help. But like I said, it's not about my story. It's going to be your story as I go through this presentation. And guys, and what I love about Sozo is those testimonies. As I look back there, I love those testimonies because that's what Sozo is all about. Right? You're not going to make money here unless you believe in the products. Yes. Unless those products are changing people's lives, there's really no money. And it's not one of those, like, you know, maybe some of you guys, how many people here have been to an event before in network marketing? By a show of hands, right? How many people have had a bad experience in this industry before? Nice. How many people are allergic to this industry? We have an honest one over there. But I'm telling you guys, you know, some people just have this bad idea, bad image of this industry. But the industry, when you really understand it, you guys, it's an amazing industry when you're in the right company. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to go through the compensation plan, which is really the pay plan. So for some of you guys that came here maybe looking at it a different way, maybe a better way, maybe something on plan B or something on the side, right? There's definitely something special about Sozo. Okay, so I love this quote by Richard Branson. I don't know how many people here know Richard Branson. The guy's a billionaire, you guys. And I mean, you know, everything everything that a successful person says, I really take to heart, right? Just because they're very successful, and I've learned that in life, where you want to be successful, listen to successful people. And one of the quotes that he has that I really love, he said, if you aren't making a difference in other people's lives, you should not be in business. And that's exactly who Sozo is, right? All those people were actually consumer of the product first before they even got involved. A lot of the people here, guys, I was a consumer for 5 months before I got involved in the business, because I now became passionate about the products. Why won't I tell other people about it if it's that good? Right? And that's what relationship marketing is all about. You found something great and you refer it to people, and by doing that, you're actually gonna become rewarded, which is what's amazing about this company, right? So we're gonna go, you know, guys, the compensation plan sometimes could get a little bit more detailed, right? Just because there's some people here that are a lot more experienced, but we're gonna try to go as basic as we can, okay, so that you guys could understand it. But you know what? One of the ways we could get paid is just getting customers. Right, that makes sense, right? If I had a business, I need customers, just like any business, right? So we could actually have different types of customers. So one type of customer is just a retail customer, right? That's someone that just came into my house, maybe tasted the coffee, he loved it, he loved a little bit of the facts that I was telling him, a little bit about the story, and he wants to buy it retail, right? So I get the products wholesale because I'm part of the company, and I would make the difference. So everybody can understand that, right? Very easy to understand. I buy it wholesale, I sell it retail, I make the difference, right? But what happens though when the products work, and that's the secret. When the products work, do you guys think they'll buy it again, maybe? Yes. See, that's the problem in this industry, you guys. So if you had a bad experience in this industry, ask yourself that. Was the product actually working, or were people joining in more for the money, BMWs and Lexus and Mercedes? Because I've seen those guys. So if the product worked, because I know this, I could only fool my friends for maybe 2 months. I'm pretty good, maybe 3 months. I could hype them up on a product. But if it doesn't work, my friends are, even then, they're not going to support me. Because they're going to tell me straight out, Dennis, I've been taking this, it just doesn't work. Right? I had back pain for 3 years, gone within about 3 weeks. Right? Do you think I should call her? I said, man, I kind of miss my back pain. I wish it comes back. I think that's what's going to happen. You're going to call her, you're going to consume the product, you guys. So what happens is this. They want it cheaper because they love the product, right? So they're going to become preferred customers. Some of our customers become preferred. They want it cheaper. They're going to order it anyways. Why not get it cheaper? So you become a preferred customer. So we'll make money on that as they order, right? That's one way. And you know what? If you love the product, I mean, I love the product. I absolutely love the products. If you could get one more customer, because if you could get 2, you could probably get another one, right? Then you start to get your products for free. Yes. And I love that. You know, I love the products. I mean, imagine products for free every month that you love. And these products, guys, they're extremely consumable. I mean, coffee. I'm a coffee drinker, and for me, the first thing I do when I wake up, nothing else, right? I drink coffee. I mean, it's automatic. I mean, I should brush my teeth first, but no, it's coffee first, okay? Coffee first. I wake up, it's coffee. That's why we're lucky there's water in coffee, because sometimes I forget to drink water, but I drink coffee, okay? And I know people, I'm telling you guys, there's people that drink a lot of cups of coffee a day. I met a lady, she told me I drink 8 pots of coffee a day. I said, you mean 8 cups? She said, no, 8 pots. I said, 8 pots? I said, you're probably gonna die with 8 pots of coffee a day. I mean, that's just a lot of coffee, guys. But you know, if you can get your pots, you know, we call it a 3 for 3 program, right? And what happens is this too. Once in a while, it'll land into someone that say, you know what, I can refer this product to someone, because it's helped me. Just like Anna. Anna's dad, you guys, 4th-stage cancer. I mean, today, like, we're not making claims that it cures cancer, but we're saying, you guys, it works. It absolutely works. And that's all we could tell you, right? We can't make claims that it cures anything. My dad was diabetic, high blood pressure, and today, he's not able to, he's controlled that, right? There's people that are here that are on 10 pills a day, now on 2 pills a day. Do you think we might want to make money as a result of this? Or referring it to people? Yes. So what happens is people actually become distributors, and you're going to get between $20 all the way to $250, depending on how much product that person wants to do the business with. Okay, just depends, right? So depending on their financial capability, of course, they want more, they could afford more, then they'll get that, right? So it's really from believing in the products. And what happens, guys, is this. I love this company because we actually get rewarded for helping people, right? Say, for example, I came in, and say somebody else came in because they love their products. They wanted to actually become a distributor. If I help those people get 2 customers, right? Because I have my 2 customers. I'll get my 2 customers. If I help them get their 2 customers, the company will reward me $100. Right? So if that's you, you help your distributor get 2 customers, the company will reward you $100, and that's unlimited. So every time you help someone get 2 customers, you get $100. That's pretty good. If you could help 5 people, you guys, that's $500. If you could do that within a month, that's $500 a month. So how many people here can their lives be changed a little bit with an extra $500 a month coming into your household income? Right? A lot of people, guys. I mean, an extra $500 a month on top of what you're already having, like that could change some lives, right? That could change for your phone bill or your car payment, right? But what happens if you could do it more? If you could do 10, right? That's $1,000 a month. So what we're saying, guys, is that we could teach you how to make a couple $100 a month, and we could also teach you how to make the big money as well, depending on really your commitment and your skills, right? And I love about the company as well is every time we get promoted, right, we actually get a bonus. And I love that. I love that because there's other companies that I've seen, they get promoted, they get a pin, which is good. We still like our pins, right? But you also want money, and so because you're working hard and you're building a business. So when you get promoted, you also want a bonus on top of that, right? I mean, that would be better if there was a bonus and a pin, because we still like our pin, right? That's a lot of people still like it. But so what happens, guys, is that you know that so just to give you guys an example, because this information here will not make sense unless people in this room are achieving that, right? There's a lot of people in Canada that are achieving success. There's a lot of people in California. There's people in Washington that are achieving success. But the point is, are the people that are locally here achieving success? So if anybody here are bronze and up, if you guys could please stand up, we want to congratulate you guys. If you're bronze and up, just stand up. Nice. All right. If you guys are anybody in the room that's silver and up in the room. Yeah. What about gold? People gold? One? All right. What about platinums? And platinums. Yeah, platinum levels, guys. That's when you start to make pretty good money, right? What about the pearls? Are there any pearls in the room? And of course, we hit diamond and the company, guys, and we want to go all the way to raw black diamond. So it really just depends how big you want to go, right? It's completely up to you, and I love that. I love the fact that there is no limit to what we could do. I love that, right? If you come here to work hard and you have the big heart to help a lot of people and put a lot of time into it, I mean, imagine getting a $250,000 bonus at the end, and I love that. I mean, when I saw that, I said, man, it really just excited me, it really excited me just because as an engineer, I asked them, because I saw one of these presentations, I asked my boss, I said, hey, when I'm done at 35 years, are you guys going to give me a $250,000 bonus? And he looked at me and said, no, we'll give you a nice watch in 35 years, but not a $250,000 bonus. So what we're saying, guys, is it's up to you how big you want to be in Sozo, right? So you could make a couple hundred a month, or you could make a significant amount of money. But this as well is why Sozo, like I love what Manny said, it's not really who Sozo is, why Sozo is so different. Because that's what you guys should be evaluating. Why is this company different from the other companies that we've seen? Because you've seen a lot, right? We have seen a lot. I mean, if you live especially in Houston, I mean, Houston, there's a lot of companies out there, right? So why Sozo is different? Because of this as well. So when you get a certain rank, how would you like to get I define it as a pension plan, but we call it a rewards plan, right? So a lifestyle bonus. And I love that because a lot of companies do car bonuses, right? How many people have heard of car bonuses before? Where you achieve a rank, you get a Lexus, a BMW, a Mercedes, normally a very high-end car. Here's the problem with that, you guys. What happens when you're not qualified that month? Who pays for that car? You would. And that's going to put you into debt. That's going to put a lot of stress into your financial. And actually, that's going to just not. That's why people are really have bad experience in this industry. What we're saying is we're not going to give you that. If you want that, we call it lifestyle award. I call it drive your dream, right? Whatever you want to call it, you guys. We get cash, right? And then you can do whatever you want with that cash. I have a friend in Toronto. He wants to retire his mother. He gets $350 a month, gives it to his mom. That's what he wants. And let him, if you want a car, you can still buy a car. Right? As a diamond, within less than a year, you guys, $750 a month. That's pretty good. Right? The average pension plan in North America is $600 a month. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. The average pension plan after 35 to 40 years in North America is $600 a month. After 35 years. There's people here that are about to hit ruby in less than a year. Right? Pearl, emerald, diamond. And there's a double diamond here. There's actually it's going to be exciting because we'll make some announcements. He's going to visit our marketplace, you guys, next month. but you got to meet this lady, amazing lady, 4 kids, house mom, right? Double diamond in our company. Amazing guys. So that's a little bit different about us. And this one here, it really excites me, just because there's always a vision that starts when a compensation plan is developed, right? Because Mark Adams is a visionary, right? He said, what is my vision for what this comp plan is going to look like? His vision is to create thousands of thousandaires, right? Think about that, guys. To create thousands of thousandaires, not a handful of people making millions while the rest of the people starve at the bottom. Right? He said thousands of thousandaires. So how do we do that? You can't just say, you gotta put action into it. So here's how he did it. So he's saying we're about to go global, guys. 2015, we're hitting Philippines, right? We're already soft launched Philippines. We're soft launching Japan. We're soft launching Hong Kong. We're about to open up Nigeria and Korea, right? And we're gonna go through Asia, all of Asia, within the next 30 months. So what do you think what do you think is gonna happen to the company when it generates that kind of volume? Right? There's going to be a lot of volume. There's companies, I don't know if you guys, that do about 100 million a month. Right? You guys know that, right? There's companies that do about 200 million a month. There's companies that do a billion a month. Right? So what happens is if you take 2% of whatever the company is doing and you give it to the people, do you think it'll be pretty exciting? See, a lot of companies have this, guys. You'll see some companies, they'll say they'll have global bonus pools, but they're only reserved for the people on the top. Diamonds and up normally. So diamonds, us, we'll be okay in those companies because we could achieve a diamond level, so we'd get that. But what I love about this company is this. They said, you know what, we're going to spread it. We're going to give the people on the bottom as well, the people that are starting, right? The people that are starting, they're just getting started. You guys, entrepreneur class is the bronze, is the first level in our company. So by you achieving the first level in our company, you're able to participate in a global pool. And eventually that global pool it becomes significant on a weekly basis. Right, that's what makes our company different, because we could have searched it for all of these guys. And we fought. About a couple of months ago, actually, this global pool was ambassador class was 3%. This was only 1%. And we fought to get another 1% to give it to these guys. Why? Is it because we're only, I'm telling you guys, it's a different philosophy. We're only where we are at because of our people. That's why we serve our people. Because if Mark Adams serves us, why can't we serve our people? Right? How is it that we're making so much money and the people that are starting are not? That's you know what I mean? If you want people to stay, you got to give them good product and you got to give them an opportunity on top of it if they want to make some money. And that's amazing, guys. I mean, I don't know if you understand the part that it's going to be exciting as we take this all over the world. Right? That's going to be exciting. But also, you know what? If you want to see the world, there's people that want to see the world. I wanted to see the world when I got into this industry. Right? I came from a city. It actually gets to about minus 45 degrees Celsius. So not Fahrenheit, degrees Celsius. Okay, so if you try crying on minus 45 degrees Celsius, you're not gonna cry because it's gonna freeze. You can't. It's just so cold, you guys. Right? So I wanted to see the world, and I was able to see the world because of this industry. Right? Alaska is our next one. We've already qualified for that, but Alaska has always been on our bucket list. We've never been there, but apparently it's a beautiful place. But I'm telling you guys, these are reserved for brand new distributors. The last trip we had, my wife and I were able to in our team, we're able to bring about 12 people with their mates. That's about 24 people in a trip. And these people have never won a trip in their lifetime in network marketing. How is it they're winning here? Right? How is it? You know, and you guys are gonna hear some amazing testimonies of people that have never won before but are winning here. Right, which is very exciting, right? So actually, speaking of that, that's what we're gonna, because at the end, you know, there's no point of these guys. I mean, some of you guys probably don't understand a lot of this. Right? There's really no point in this unless you're seeing it on an average speed. And as these guys are walking up, you guys, what I want you guys to think is this: you know, if they can do it, why can't I do it? And that's exactly how I did. I used to be shy, right? I was extremely shy. Actually, I don't know if some of you guys believe me, but I used to be very shy. That's why I chose engineering, because they told me engineering, you have a cubicle and you don't talk to nobody. I said, sign me up for that one because I don't like to talk to people. I used to be shy, but the industry developed me, guys. So these guys here are achieving success. So if they can do it, you know, start thinking about yourself. Can I do it as well? So if you guys could go ahead and just share your testimony. If we could give them a hand up, guys.